I'm here with my college roommate, Adrienne. For those who have read my book, she is the Boston chapter. We are super excited because we're heading up to Ely, Minnesota. A cinnamon roll and a coffee, please.
White frosting here?
Yes, please.
Any coffee?
No, that should be it. Thank you so much.
We should go over there.
Okay, so we stopped at Toby's for their classic famous cinnamon rolls, and now Adrienne and I are going to try a bite of it. And we'll see how it goes. Cheers. Cheers to our cinnamon roll-ness.
10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dang.
This is so good.
Mm-hmm. Getting a coffee, that was a good idea.
Mm-hmm. You want one?
Mm-mm. That's a good idea, though, to cut the sweetness. Man, it's really sweet.
This is so good.
It's very, like, fresh, you can tell. I think I'm gonna try and eat just the bread. Because it's a lot of, look at that frosting.
Yeah.
But the frosting is good. If you like frosting, I feel like it'd be good.
I love frosting, so.
Oh, nice. It works out. Cool.
Here we are grabbing a grilled cheese before our Ely steam bath experience. The Ely steam bath has been part of the community here since the early 1900s. It reflects the strong Finnish heritage of northern Minnesota, where sauna culture is deeply rooted. Traditional saunas use dry heat that can reach around 160 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, while steam rooms add humidity for a different kind of heat exposure. Walleye is Minnesota's state fish and a staple across northern lakes. It's known for its mild flavor and flaky texture, which is why you'll see it on a lot of local menus. These are the Kawishiwi Falls, just outside of Ely. The Kawishiwi River flows west out of the Boundary Waters and eventually connects to the Rainy River watershed near the Canadian border. Honestly, places like this are a big part of why I love Ely so much. It has this really special balance of true wilderness and small town warmth. You have incredible nature everywhere, lakes, wildlife, waterfalls, forests, but also local cafes, outfitters, and people who genuinely love being outdoors. It's such an inspiring place. Whether it's photography or hiking, just slowing down for a bit, Ely has a way to making you notice nature more. Here we are at the North American Bear Center. It opened in 2007, and Minnesota has one of the largest black bear populations in the lower 48 states, so this region is a really important habitat. The center has resident bears living in a large natural forest enclosure, so visitors can observe real bear behavior while learning about the species. Many of the bears came here because they couldn't survive on their own, often due to injury or human interaction, so the center gives them a safe and permanent home while also helping educate the public. Black bears are incredibly intelligent. They have strong, excellent memories and great problem-solving skills. One thing I didn't expect was how connected everything here is to the broader ecosystem, including birds. So after our visit, we got to feed some birds nearby, which was such a fun experience. Northern Minnesota is incredible for bird life because of its forests and lakes. You see species like chickadees, nuthatches, woodpeckers, and sometimes loons on nearby lakes, which are actually Minnesota's state bird. Birds play a huge role in this environment, spreading seeds, controlling insect populations, and helping keep ecosystems balanced. So it was kind of a cool reminder that when you learn about one animal like bears, you're really learning about the whole system they're part of. That connection between wildlife, forests, and people is a big part of what makes Ely such a special place in my heart. The next time that you're in Ely, Minnesota, definitely check out the North American Bear Center. Ask for some bird seed at the counter. They will sell it to you. I think it's for $0.25, and you get a ton of bird seed, and the birds come just right up to your hand. It is such a beautiful experience, and it's really fun to surprise your friends with this too. Also, one of the main reasons why we came up to Ely, Minnesota is because that there was a blueberry festival this year. So we got to try the blueberry pie. It would not be a stop in Ely without stopping at the Dorothy Moltner Museum. Dorothy was known as the root beer lady. She lived in the Boundary Waters and would make homemade root beer for those who would stop by on their canoes. So something that was really fun about planning this trip was that I planned a few surprises for Adrienne, and this was one of them. This is called What's for Dinner, and the Ely International Wolf Center has a bunch of different programs year-round that you can go and experience, and What's for Dinner is one of them. So every 2 weeks, the DNR, or animals that have been hit on the road, they get brought out in a wheelbarrow, and the wolves go and they eat the carcass from the DNR or from any of the roadkill that is brought in. And I just think it's really fun to watch this because you really get to see the wolves in action, and you get to see the alpha wolf and the submission portion of that as well. Also, they are just really cute, and they remind me of my dog Shiloh, who passed away a few years ago. He was a big husky and just super cute as well. So we did this, and then right afterwards we went on a full moon safari. The full moon safari is a group where you go in a large van and you go to different spots around Ely, Minnesota. You have an instructor, and that instructor howls, and then you wait to hear a response from the wolves that are in the wilderness. Unfortunately, we did not hear any wolves, but you will get to hear all of our group howling for them. Do you know what type of owl that is? It's called a barred owl. Great horned owls, barred owls, and sometimes snowy owls are the most popular types of owls here in northern Minnesota. Great horned owls are one of the largest and most adaptable owls in North America, while barred owls prefer dense forests and wetlands. Barred owls have a really distinctive call that people often describe as a "who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all?" Most of the time you'll hear them before you spot them, especially around dusk or late at night. And then there are loons, Minnesota's state bird. They're known for their beautiful, almost haunting calls across the lakes. They have a few different calls: a wail to keep in contact, a tremolo, which sounds kind of like laughter, and a yodel, which is usually a territorial call from males. Hearing loons echo across the water is one of the most classic Minnesota experiences you can have. the morning, we went to a nearby lake to watch a loon in person, as this was Adrian's first time seeing a loon. It was really fun because this was our last day, so after we went loon watching, we went back to the International Wolf Center and went to go and visit, going through all the different exhibitions that were closed the evening before while we were at the What's for Dinner program.
Wait, do we howl? Or do they howl?
We have.
Wait, we howl?
I think we have.
Oh, wait, what? Hold on, sorry. It says, close the door, press the button to start and listen closely. Please step into the howl room. Walk on the wild side. Enter the door, we'll close the door, press the button to start and listen closely for the wolf pack. So, hold on, let's press this button. Does the button not work? Wait, maybe it's... Oh, wait. Oh. So we don't howl?
I guess not.
Okay. I kind of wanted to howl.
We can howl if we want to.
Okay.
You ready? Yeah. Ready? Yeah, you go first. Cool.
And here we are on our very last day in Duluth, Minnesota. I really wanted to show Adrian this special part in my heart, as this is the Duluth Aerial Lift Bridge, and it still works, still lifting, so that way the boats can go in and out of the harbor. One thing that is special about Duluth is the nostalgic factor for me, as before I became a flight attendant, I had this goal that I wanted to move to Duluth, and I drove all the way from Chicago up to Duluth in one day. I had 3 interviews with 3 separate companies, and then I drove all the way back down. But a few days later, I got the call for an interview to become a flight attendant, and I had to cancel the job openings and the offers that I got up in Duluth. I still think that I made the right decision, as I am so thankful for my time to be a flight attendant, but I often wonder what my life would look like if I wouldn't have gotten that call, where I would have been if I would have been living in Duluth versus living in Minnesota versus living in Chicago, or wherever the world would have led me at that time. But something about this just always brings me back to the innocence of being in your early 20s and trying to figure out what life is going to hold and throw at you. And I was really thankful to share this moment with Adrian as well. I hope you enjoyed this little slice of my life and the way that I was able to show one of my best friends some of my favorite places in the world. Thanks for watching.